Hello, my name is Keely. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to give you a quick video tutorial of how you can trim up your own hair. It's a little bit easier than you think. As long as you're not trying to give yourself a new hairstyle, you should be able to do this at home. I cut my own hair all of the time, and I'm not a stylist and I'm not professionally trained, but I've watched a lot of tutorials myself and I've done a lot of playing around over the years. And I know what works for me. So I really just encourage you to take the time to learn how to do this so that you can get yourself a little bit longer between going to the stylist. So the first thing that I do when I want to trim my own hair is that I make sure that I have it parted pretty evenly on both sides because you want to make sure that you're trimming your edges and that they need to be, pretty centered. So if you have an off-center part, be sure that you change that. Okay, so then I take my hair about right here on your scalp, sort of where your head starts to maybe get a little rounded, and I pull both sides about even. Okay, now I have all the hair up on the top of my head. Might be hard for you to see this as close as I am. Okay. And let's see. I want to give myself a very small trim today because I've been trying to grow my hair out. So I'm going to trim off just that much right there. Okay. Got my trash can here and I'm going to cut. Alright. Now I have curly hair, so I have a lot of, maybe just a lot of leeway with trimming my hair that somebody who has straight hair may not have. Okay? Sorry, I had to get a clip. I didn't think about that when I started. So now I'm left with this part of my hair. I pull it around the back. I pull a little bit both forward so that I can kind of see what I have to work with. And I just go ahead and take off about the same amount that I already took off. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just take off a little bit, just like this. The whole purpose of trimming your hair a lot of times is to just get those dead ends off. You're not giving yourself a full haircut here. You're just trying to get some of the dead ends and split ends off. Something else that I do, because I have layers, and I have quite a lot of them because as you can already tell, my hair is getting a little big from just doing that one thing. So what you need to do, if you have layers, it's a pretty simple way to trim. You need to pull all your hair up to the top of your head like this. Okay? And I'm going to twist it in one direction. Twist, twist, twist. Alright. And do you see this little spot that I have left? I don't want to take a whole lot off. I just want to trim, like I said. And I just cut it. If you have layers, this helps. Trim up those layers a little bit. Okay, now the trick is you have to twist it back in the other direction and then just do a tiny bit more trimming. And you can kind of see that there's, I don't know, maybe some jagged parts that are left. It won't be as thick the second time around. Now that's good for your overall hair. For my shorter layers, I pull it back up again, just like that, where I did the first time. I pull it all the way up. I'm going to back up some so you can see. And I go ahead and do that method again. And I twist, twist, twist my hair. And let's see. I'm just going to do a small trim. I've been doing this for a really, really long time, and it's always worked well for my hair. Now, I have to admit that I do not straighten my hair very often, and when I do, I hate it. I don't know if it's because I have curly hair in general and I see myself with straight hair, but it just never looks blended. If you have straight hair, you probably don't want to do this. You just want to trim it like I did the first go round. Okay, and I didn't trim it all, very close. I was just trying to get that last little piece that was off and see how it's straight. And that's pretty much all I do to trim my hair. If I was cutting my hair in a new style, I would look at the back a lot more, but that's not what I was going to teach you today. Just teaching you how to trim. And I don't think that my bangs really need to be trimmed right now. I'm trying to let them grow out, so I'm just going to leave them alone. But if you were going to trim your bangs, you would comb it all forward, whatever is your bang. It looks like I probably got some other hair in there. Okay, and then you would take it forward and trim across. See? If you're a guy, doing bangs is a lot different because you wouldn't want to pull them forward. If you're a guy and you have, not to say guys have bangs, but guys that have that spiky hair, that short spiky hair, I do this for my husband a lot, you'd actually cut it at an angle, like this, snip, 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 if that makes sense. And so for today, that's all I really wanted to teach you, just how to do a quick little trim to kind of lighten up hair. If you see any spots in your hair that have any kind of weighted down, maybe it just looks like it's unhealthy, you can just take a section and do a small trim. Anything that you see. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them for you.